Hello. In this video, we are going to go over how to solve for Boyle's law within chemistry. The first thing we need to understand in Boyle's law is everything within the formula. We have P1 V1 equals P2 V2. What does that mean is P1 is our initial or our first pressure. V1 is our initial or first volume. Then we're going to move on to P2, which is our final pressure or second pressure. And V2 is going to be our final volume or second volume. So using that formula, we're going to be able to solve for what's missing within our question asked. So in our first question, let's read it out loud. A balloon is filled with 12 liters of air at a pressure of 2 atms. What is the volume of the balloon if the pressure is changed to 3 atms? So the first thing I do is I notice that pressure goes through a change. And we're looking for volume, therefore we know we're using Boyle's law. So the first thing I do is I write P1 V1, P2 V2, and we start finding what each one is equal to within the word problem. The balloon is filled with 12 liters. Liters is your hint that it is a volume. So that is our initial volume. That will go along with our initial pressure because that's what it starts with. 12 liters of air and 2 atms. Well, they want to know what is the new volume if the pressure is changed to 3 atms. So we are given everything but that second volume. So we're going to plug it into our equation. P1 V1 equals P2 V2. We can just start solving. 2 times V1, which is 12, equals P2, which is 3, times V2, which is what we're looking for. We'll divide both sides by 3, just so you get everything on one side. And then you can put this into a calculator. So that is pretty straightforward. So what we're going to do is 2 times 12 is 24, over 3 is V2, and we will finish it off by doing 24 divided by 3 is 8. So our new volume or final volume is equal to 8 liters. And that will be the volume of the balloon of air if the pressure is increased to 3 atms. So pretty straightforward. Let's do one more example. In this example, let's read it out loud. Hospitals buy 400 liters of cylinders of oxygen, gas compressed at 150 atms. So immediately I have a V1, which is 400 liters, a P1, which is 150 atms. They need to administer oxygen to patients at 3 atms. So they need to change atms to 3 from 150. This one is also looking for that second volume. So we're going to plug and chug. In this situation, I'm going to solve it the other way, just so you can see both methods. Instead of plugging the numbers immediately in, I'm looking for V2. So what I do is I solve for P2. Now I can rewrite, V2. Now we can rewrite, and we see V2 is equal to P1 times V1 over P2. So at this point, we can now plug and chug all the numbers. So the number is going to be 150 times 400 divided by 3. We're going to plug that into a calculator. 150 times 400 divided by 3. And we see that we have a new volume of 20,000 liters. So that is how we solve Boyle's law. If you have any other questions, please shoot me an email.